stopping those gang wars and finding those hidden collectibles on a night when he has 8 assassins gunning for his head. Like, why doesn't he just hang out at the Batcave and just like wait until Boxing Day and then there's no assassination attempts at all, is, I think, one of the things that makes Batman such a fundamentally engaging character, right? He puts the well-being of the city of Gotham and its citizens and its population and their protection above his own well-being, right? Even if it means his own life, he absolutely refuses to sit idly by while his city is threatened. And the assassins are indeed threatening the city by unleashing this crime wave that's tearing the city apart in order to lure Batman out. So the narrative wrapper of Batman out there cleaning up the city, cleaning up the gangs and the mercenaries and all of these just general criminal element who are kind of tearing Gotham apart, maps very well to that player desire to explore and collect and discover and all of those wonderful components of a good open world gameplay experience.
Si l'excellent système de combat mis en place par les studios Rocksteady sur les 2 volets précédents a été conservé, il a été étoffé via un tout nouveau tracking system.
In order to rise to the occasion, in order to survive this night, Batman must evolve. He must go from being just a masked vigilante who fights thugs in the streets to truly becoming the Dark Knight, the savior of Gotham and the sort of hero that we know from the rest of the franchise. And to mirror Batman's evolution, so too does the player need to evolve. Ideally from a player who plays like this to a player who really has control of just how deep the free-flow combat and the Predator systems are, knows exactly when to attack, exactly when to counter, when to use a quick-fire gadget, etc., and is pulling off 50, 60, 70 hit combos. We have a lot of tools that we've introduced into the game in order to help encourage the player become that black belt in being Batman, one of which is, with each fight in the game, we have a difficulty. With each fight in the game, once it's complete, we explain to you how well you did and why you get the experience points that you get. The greater the diversity, the more quick fires you use, the more different moves you use, the more takedowns you use, etc., the higher your grade, the higher your experience points will be. This is a little system to help encourage players to truly master free-flow combat and also give them visibility about how close they are to reaching the next level and unlocking the next gadget, the next upgrade, the next ability.
Via l'interface Wayne Tech, le joueur aura accès à un système très clair où l'on voit le mouvement ou le gadget susceptible d'être débloqué. Mais pas seulement. Tous les upgrades sont là, présentés sous la forme d'arbres de compétences, afin que l'on sache par avance ce qu'il faut débloquer avant d'obtenir l'habilité désirée. Mais d'autres éléments propres à la mythologie Batman ont également été inclus dans cette préquelle.
When you say Batman, 2 of the top things that people will say are Batcave and Batwing. I mean, almost as strong as the character of Batman is the fantasy of having your own Batcave, right? In English, I'm not sure if the same will exist for your viewers, but in English, all of my friends have their man cave, modeled obviously after the fantasy of having their very own Batcave. It's dark, it's got, you know, all of their toys and their trophies, and it's their space, right? It's their personal space. So the original man cave in many ways is the Batcave. And we knew from the second we started making this game that was one of the key iconic locations that we would want the player to be able to, we want Batman to be able to explore, not just experience from a narrative point of view, but to have gameplay reasons to go there. And so, you know, there are key gameplay elements like you know, the ability to find key gadgets and talk to Alfred and learn from his experience and explore certain key narrative elements, and the training gym, where you can go and you can do your challenge maps, and a new system called the Free Flow Combat Training Mode. Doing these challenge maps in the Batcave literally is training the player to be better at being Batman, to help him earn his or her black belt in being Batman. And so doing so within the Batcave fits the narrative of Batman actually training to go out into the world and be better prepared to defeat the assassins. And so we reward you with experience points in the Batcave for completing these training modes, for completing these challenge maps, and increasing your ability as a player.
Mais la Batcave ne propose pas seulement des entraînements et des conversations avec Alfred.
Another key element of the Batcave, of course, is that it is the central hub for the Batwing, the fast travel system that'll allow you to hop to key access points across our expanded open world, both North Gotham as well as the southern island of South Gotham, as the player unlocks access to these fast travel points. It's important to note that other than being able to get in and out of the Batcave, all of these fast travel points are optional. They're not on the main path. They are there for the player to explore, to unlock if he or she feels engaged with that most wanted mission that envelops this whole narrative of why these fast travel locations are locked to Batman and must be unlocked in order to give him access to use the Batwing to get to those locations.
On va maintenant s'intéresser au mode multijoueur de Batman Arkham Origins, qui pour le coup a été développé par une autre équipe. Ce n'est donc pas Warner Bros Montréal qui s'est occupé de ce curieux mode 3 vs 3 vs 2, mais le studio britannique Splash Damage.
The origins of that came, simply put, from being Batman, sitting on a gargoyle, looking in a Predator room, and how kind of easy it is to imagine that all those guys with guns are actually friends, and they're stalking the room looking for you, and you're up there kind of trying to take them out while they're effectively playing a third-person shooter looking for you and trying to take you down. And born from that was the idea of a cooperative experience between Batman and Robin against two gangs, the Joker gang and the Bane gang, each comprised of three thugs or mercenaries. We call them the elites, the Bane elites and the Joker elites. And so you have this 2 versus 3 component where your enemy of your enemy is your enemy. Joker and Bane's gang are fighting for control of this map, this key resource point, and Batman and Robin are trying to prevent that from happening, because no matter who wins, the city loses. And then to just sort of add that final layer on top of it, as you're playing as one of these elites, and you're sort of progressing and leveling up and unlocking new abilities and new weapons and new armor and sort of growing in the ranks of the army of Bane and or Joker, in each round that you play, one elite from Bane and Joker's army can swap out and pull in the boss of the gang, bringing in Bane or bringing in Joker.
I present to you the death of the Batman.
L'enthousiasme de Ben Matz était clairement communicatif et la version du jeu présentée convaincante. Il semblerait que Warner Bros Games Montréal soit parvenu à enrichir l'expérience proposée par Arkham City sans pour autant tenter de modifier ce qui n'avait nul besoin de l'être. Cette rencontre nous a rassurés et c'est avec une impatience renouvelée que nous attendons la sortie de Batman Arkham Origins à la fin du mois.